Smash, coming out from getting, ninth at Super Smash Con, second as CEO during the summer, fifth at Combo. And I know that Chunky has been very eager to put his name on the board, to be consistent, especially looking after his recent tweets, waiting to play patiently if he has to play Ding Dong.
I'm loving the way already we're starting pretty aggressive from Riddles. I mean, Riddles is a very matchup-dependent type of player, right? We're going to decide whether we want to go in with Terry, Kazuya, Ken, Ryu, all of the Shotos here. But one of the things about ChunkyKong is sometimes he just kind of presses the gas really hard, and then all of a sudden there's like this explosive combo. But then you're playing against Terry, right, who can essentially do the same thing. I have to say, though, if you're playing Donkey Kong, Vicky, one of the best things about this character is how well you can space.
And especially since you have the fear of conditioning and you don't want to get grabbed against DK here. You got that Ding Dong like I mentioned before, but there's that patient play that we already see from Chunky. Nice with the nair. Gets the lock. Okay, that's the damage. That is what we like to see. Immediately taking that stock, but at 127.
Yeah, this could be our first big upset even of the day here, but unfortunately, Uppy Super Armor is not going to be able to catch it here, so now Riddles once again trying to line up for the KO here, not going to be able to find anything. What? Nice down special. I like that, right? It keeps you in enough stun lock where Donkey Kong's able to kind of follow up with a nair, too.
Almost try to get it. Try to go just a little bit too high when you try to get the follow-up on the nair. Just waiting in shield. Tries to get the ground pound again.
Yeah, once again, this is just like a giant spacing battle, Vicky, but it is going to be the up special out of shield that does take it. It is pretty even, but this is going to be a slow chip. I do have to just also call it out. The timer is still set on cruise. I just noticed that I'm like 97 minutes.
Run the clock. Good luck on that.
That's our whole block if they run the clock.
But also you have to worry about the big hurt box that DK has to deal with too, especially if we see Riddles tries to go for that up out of shield.
Still doing good follow-up onto the platform. Once again, these are all of the Street Fighter BMBs that we're seeing right from Riddles here, even on the King of Fighters character himself. Looking real good so far. I like the fact that we're going off there now. No tech, though, off the side, so we're going to have to recover high here. But look at all of the shield pressure that Riddles is going for. Going to be able to take that stock.
Great positioning right there, too, from Riddles. Love from the high recovery to being able to maintain that stage control. Now at 70, though, you can see Chunky still trying to play a little bit more patiently. Fortunately, mispaces that down tilt. Gets it on the platform, though. Gets the trip into that Ding Dong. That's the grab that you want to worry about. And thank you very much to the platform for elevating that.
Yeah, I was about to say, we're also on small battlefield, so it's a little bit smaller, right? But we got to be careful of these platforms for both of these characters, right? They both have really good follow-ups. Once again, Riddles using the crack shoot once again to get all of this damage here. Chunky at 93, and Riddles putting on so much pressure still on the ledge. Going for the bird knuckle, not going to be able to find it. So now ChunkyKong going to have an opportunity to start fighting back, still not going to be able to follow up all the way. I'm liking the disengages, Vicky.
And he didn't jump out of disadvantage too when he stuck by the ledge. That's how he was able to avoid that crack shoot, but lands on top of him for free. Riddles being able to take that first game.
Yeah, looking real good, but Chunky not falling too far behind. The combos are definitely there, but once again, all of the spacing that I think both players, they're giving a lot of respect to each other. Things are looking real good. There's Cac to remind them that we're not in cruise, so they got to go to the other one. Imagine 97 minutes between Donkey Kong and Terry.
Imagine if your game plan is also to run the clock and then noticing the timer just changed.
Okay, still.
Fix that real quick.
Yeah, still trying to figure it out and get it going. Just a reminder for everybody, Rise and Grind has been best of 5 all the way through. We are obviously in top 64 now, which is best of 5, but pools are also best of 5 as well. So you do kind of get your maximum amount of kind of match
experience
value.
Too.
Yeah. So
I actually really like that. That's out of what, 440 entrances or so here too.
Yep. Okay, here we go. Game number 2. Going back on Small Battlefield, definitely don't hate it, right? And you were talking about the Ding Dong, El Clasico from Smash 4. So it's nice to see it's still kind of in this game as well. But once again, sustained damage from Riddles is always just so tight and clutch.
He's so scary, too. Just trying to chase down Chunky, who's trying to get some distance between him, send out that back air. He's going to get taken so much damage for it. He hasn't been able to land a single time thus far, and he won't. Loses the stock off the rip, while Riddles has only taken 8%.
Yeah, here's the thing, though. You're playing Donkey Kong, right? So your damage output is great, but the way that you pay that heavy tax where you're able to kind of get juggled over and over is just not. And once again, Riddles is done playing games here, already stacked on about 60% onto ChunkyKong from here. Gets the grab on the get-up, too. Vicky, he is not letting go.
And that was all after doing there, just in the air, jumping in place, waiting for the opportunity for him to get right back. Gets the grab again. Just take him up with the up air. Jumps out of disadvantage. Chunky gets the get away from me option with that up B.
grab just whiffing off of there, but once again, Chunky using the out-of-shield options with this DK Cyclone that I see a lot more than other Donkey Kongs as well, but just the tip of the up special hitbox is going to take it. Riddles up 3 stocks to 1.
With that Twinkle Toes here, too. Gets the reset on the platform, chooses him again, tries to get back to the ledge. Is able to at least roll away here.
Yeah.
Nice parry.
Still, though, how do you even, like, fight it out when Riddles, every single time he's getting his hands on you, it's just so much of that damage, and he's putting you into kind of this checkmate scenario where he's ready for either the shield for the grab or to just put on all of that shield damage.
Look at the way that Chunky's forced to play. Ground pound tries to get the follow-up with the back air. Meter on 2.
Yeah, super armor. Oh, okay. DK Cyclone having a lot of super armor. I thought that would do it, but not just yet. Riddle's ready to go with the go, but unfortunately, ChunkyKong is going to be able to escape here. Once again, the DK Cyclones have been helping out Chunky so much, but I have a feeling what's going to happen. ChunkyKong is not okay, as that is a brutal 3-stock victory.
He lived for so long, too, even out of that Cyclone, and it's just because he used it so much just to keep Riddles off of him, but at that point, it was rather stale, too. So, Riddles up 2-0 so far in the set.
He was like, what do you mean game 1 was close? I'm good. Bro doesn't even need the Mishima just yet. Bro's just like, hanging out with the Terry.
Now, we sticking on that little battlefield right there.
Yeah.
We ain't going to FD.
Yep. Got 3 bands, too, by the way. Nice large stage list for everybody to be working with. I did see Riddles this morning actually playing some Street Fighter, too. So really good way to warm up for your Super Smash Brothers bracket by, playing some Street Fighter.
I love that. I love also seeing players have so much background diversity in other fighting games, too. Just trying to apply that to his own game. And Riddles has always expressed how much he's wanted to get involved with Street Fighter. Now going back, game number 3, sitting at match point.
Like how we're going to Battlefield this time, so now we have a top platform this time for those ding-dongs that we were kind of missing from game number 2 here. But already starting a lot better for ChunkyKong here, as once again the spacing is on point, but great parry, and that's going to allow for Riddles to get in control.
It's not even just, too, with the ding-dongs, also the reset opportunity that he has to work with, because he had little to no space on Smalt Battlefield. The up B, too. All right, just fast falls right through that platform.
Yeah, I feel like ChunkyKong is really just trying to take his time now.
Yeah.
I mean, like, you're already down 2-0. It's a, as every caster says, it's a big mountain to climb to kind of like come all the way back here. A reverse 3-0 on this player is such a large order. It's definitely not out of the realm of possibility, though. Not going to be able to find it there, but ChunkyKong, once again, the up specials have been placed very, very well.
Yeah, and also the patience, too, like you mentioned before, is able to land that back air, tries to catch him again when the high recovery does come out from Riddles, slaps him away. This is that momentum shift that we have to see, and catches him with the patient back air, waiting for him by the ledge to catch the jump.
Ooh, okay, I was kind of expecting Riddles to go off there with a burn knuckle again. He's been kind of like teasing that off stage a lot here, but I think just the ability to have more of a like stage to go around, right? Kind of like that jungle gym, if you will, just to kind of reset your movement and momentum is definitely helping out ChunkyKong a little bit more. Riddles trying to line up for the edge guard, not going to be able to find anything, but it will just be the super armor on the DK punch. That doesn't necessarily get the stock, but it does at least get you some percent.
It gets you away from, Riddles and the pressure that you're feeling, but temporarily before you lose out on that first stock. Oh, the patience too from Riddles. Didn't want to overextend off the stage there just in case, so he doesn't want to give up more stage presence, but Chunky is able to make his way back. Tech roll away, gets the back air into the trap, and then the up B like we saw in game number 1. This time, though, it doesn't take the stock. Tries to overtake Riddles off stage with the back air.
Yeah, I'm loving also the way that Riddles dropped down low and was able to recover, and then absolutely decimating ChunkyKong in return here. We're going to see the momentum shift, but it's definitely not too far away from Riddles here, or definitely not too far away from ChunkyKong right now. Definitely can make this back, but you have to find this stock now. Going for the up air, but once again, Riddles using the stage to kind of evading, just kind of jump out.
Tries to land that up air. Was able to slap him away with the up tilt underneath the platform. Nice parry into the grab. Again, with these ground pounds, tries to get the reverse ground pound just in case he could catch Riddles in the air. Catches him with a back air instead, right by the ledge.
Once again, I always said this about ChunkyKong. His spacing with this character is very, very, very tight. So really good stuff. Last stock here, game number 3. Needs to find a mega comeback in order for this set to continue here. Once again, evading up top, but Riddles chasing with the up airs. The up special will not do it. Could be ChunkyKong's time right now, but once again, Riddles just using the top platform. Not going to be able to find it until the potential dash. Not going to be able to grab it either.
At 167, wait! Oh, Ooh, this is the opportunity. Oba misses down on the down air. He had used to jump earlier too. That was a good spot for Chunky to be in, but the reset happens. Try to risk it all.
Definitely not letting up on the pressure, though. Vicky is now both of them 167 and 102 with, their perspective rage and go meter. This could be very, very tense right now. Okay, a little bit more of this movement, and we're just going to take a toss, but oh my goodness, the mash. That was the best mash I've ever seen, and that is definitely going to be it. Riddles clutching that game number 3, but Vicky, it was super close.
He had a rage meter built into him, actually, as a player, because that was so scary. It was at like 162 while Riddles was basically fresh on that stock, was able to almost make a comeback. There was 2 very scary situations that Riddles was off stage, one of them being with him without a jump.
Yeah.
That was a good opportunity for Chunky. It was very close at the very end, but Riddles takes the set 3-0.
Yeah, I gotta say, both players actually, like you were talking about, playing very, very well off stage, calling out very unsafe options from the ledge, right? We saw a lot of back airs coming out from ChunkyKong the moment that Riddles went to go power wave to come back to try and throw out a hitbox. So really good stuff, of course, from ChunkyKong. We'll still be seeing him in the lower bracket, but I mean, Riddles going on.
That's nice to see too. Riddles still staying in form out here. Again, love the representation that we get to see from South Florida. Aside from ChunkyKong, of course, we also have Anathema, who is here.
Yeah.
A lot of different regions coming out to Rise and Grind. Obviously, so many locals from Texas. But, it's nice to see so many familiar faces now that I'm back again.